Welcome to Mike's Mr. October and more. So what I'm going to be doing today is I'm going to be showing you the 1971 baseball Topps Hall of Fame run from beginning to end. So I'm going to switch around the cards from my collection. I'm going to show you all the Hall of Famers from the 1971 set. So here's the whole stack of the Hall of Famers from 1971. So we're going to start out again with the 71 Pittsburgh Pirates World Champions card. And that is going to be the Baltimore Orioles. Beat the Cincinnati Reds. And here are all their team records from the history of the Browns and Orioles. Probably some records that never will ever be broken. Next player is going to be my man, Reggie Jackson, Mr. October. See if we can focus in here. There you go. That's a real young Reggie Jackson. Number 2, next player, new member, Hall of Fame, Burt Blyleven. It's a little off center, but the corners are really nice. It's okay. In the back of the card, give the stats. The photo of the players. Next one, Phil Necro. And most of these cards are from the original set when I collected as a little boy. Jim Catfish Hunter. Look how young he looked before he had the mustache and long hair. Willie Stretch McCovey. Steve Lefty Carlton. Doesn't get much hobby love. League leaders. There you go. Alex Johnson. I think that year he beat Carter Skrinsky by like 0.02% for a batting title. Some ridiculous amount. Crazy. Joe Torre. There you go. Rico Cardi. Johnny Bench, Tony Perez, Billy Williams. 3 Hall of Famers right there. Boom. It's a beautiful card. Beautiful. Home run leaders. Harmon Killebrew and Diaz. Hondo. Tremendous power. Johnny Bench. Billy Williams and Tony Perez. 3 Hall of Famers, 1 card. I like this one combination. ER leaders, Jim Palmer, and he's in between, sandwiched in between Diego Segui and Clyde Wright. Go figure. It's okay. Nothing wrong with that. There you go. Tom Terrific. Wayne Simpson and Luke Walker. Players you probably never even heard of. Pitching leaders, Bob Gibson, Gaylord Perry, and Fergie Jenkins. Here we go. Next one. Tom Seaver, Bob Gibson, and Fergie Jenkins. What a trio. Bob Lemon, manager with the Royals. As we all know, he's a great pitcher for the Cleveland Indians. And then also he won a World Series in 1978 with the Yankees as a manager. Very low-key guy. Bill Mazeroski. Ted Simmons. How do you like that card? That's a beauty. That's a beauty. Nicely centered, sharp corners. Probably at least a 6 or 7 if I were ever get it graded. Gaylord Perry recently passed away. Rest in peace, Gaylord. That's another beautiful card. Beautiful, beautiful. Now, this one's going to be beat up. Tom Seaver. My original collection as a kid. Maybe one of these days I'll get upgraded, but we'll see. It's okay. LK line, stuck at 399 home runs and what, over 3,000 base hits. Go Hodges died tragically. I think he was walking down the sidewalk, had a heart attack. But you know, back in those days, a lot of people smoked a tremendous amount. Jim Palmer, as you know, if you watched previous videos, I saw him pitch personally at Shea Stadium against the Yankees. And there's a few other Hall of Famers I saw play. That's going to be for another video. Rod Carew, just a pure hitting machine. Again, this is the original card that I had as a kid, so it's a little beat up. I love this batting stance, high crouch back, batter's box. Ron Santo, as you can tell, original card from my collection. These days, I'm sure I could get it for a good price. Nice card. Willie Pop Stargell, windmill type swing. I remember him and Roberto Clemente. My father was in the Army, on the Army base. All of us kids at 71, 72 wanted to be either Willie Stargell or Roberto Clemente. I still remember that. And I still have Willie Stargell's glove since I was a little boy. It's in my garage. Got to show it one of these days on one of the videos. Red Sheendienst. He was around forever. Jim Kitty Cat Cott. He was around forever too, pitching. Very interested to know what stadium that's at. Hoyt Wilhelm. Wanted to go to an autograph signing for him up at White Plains, New York one time, and I didn't get it because he called out sick. Had to cancel it. Here's Johnny Bench, greatest catcher probably ever. I'll show you the back of his card. Johnny Bench. Joe Morgan. Looked like the card was in the back of his pocket while playing the game. Be interesting to know. I think that's Jerry Grody catching. Fergie Jenkins, native of Canada. Canadian Canuck. Didn't know that for the longest time. Tony Oliva. Another great hitter. Had a lot of injuries, though. Brooks Robinson. Greatest defensive player, third baseman ever. I love this helmet. Had like a short bill. Juan Marichal. Beautiful card. Love this high kick. Unbelievable. Unbelievable. Here we go. This, you could tell, really is my original card. Probably have to get this upgrade. Look at that. Frank Robinson. Frank Robinson shows muscle. If I'm not mistaken, Frank Robinson holds the record for the longest hit home run furthest at Memorial Stadium. Brooks Robinson, my original card. Should get that upgraded. Billy Williams. There's that innocent, sweet, like pose smile. Too bad he played for the Cubs. Stunk all those years. Blew in 1969. Don Sutton. Rest in peace. Just recently passed away. Joe Torre. I think that year, 71, he was MVP. Ted Williams. What a hitter. Last player ever to bat 400. He was a manager at the end for the lowly Washington Senators. Here we go. Look at this. Raleigh Fingers without the mustache. Actually, looking at it, it looks like Fenway Park in the background. Maybe not. I don't know. Henry Hammering Hank Aaron. Look at that. Beautiful card. Tad off center, but hey, I'll take it. The corners are nice and sharp. There's a little dink there. Bob Gibson. Want to mess with Bob Gibson. Boy, he did not care. He'll put those pitches right up there on you. And especially if you try to show them up. Look at that card. Beautiful. Beautiful. Earl Weaver. I'll never forget a game against the Yankees. It was, I think it was at Memorial Stadium. Yankees were winning, and it was starting to rain. It did rain, and Reggie Jackson hit a home run, and Earl Weaver did everything under the sun book rain to delay that game because Reggie hit a home run. Game was called. Reggie Jackson lost a home run. Okay, here we go. One of my favorite cards in the whole set, the RC can. Norm Ryan. Look at that card. What a beauty. This card I upgraded years and years ago. And Ernie Banks, his last card. That's a beautiful card. A little tight, little beanie beatsy, you know, dink there, but that's a beautiful card. End up with 511 home runs. Here we go. Yaz. This one I had upgraded years ago. Tad off center, but the corners are nice and sharp. I know John Wade Box Collector likes the Yaz. Harmon Killebrew. Short little guy, but tremendous power. That's a beautiful card too. Walter Olson. I think he was around forever too. And then, as we know, Tommy Lord sort of replaced it once he retired. As you can tell, it's the original card from collection. Here we go, Jim Palmer again. Nice card. Well, center, but so what? Who cares? Jim Bunning. Threw a couple no-hitters. I think he even threw a perfect game. I know he did on Father's Day, a no-hitter, a perfect game. Back in '64, I think it was. And became a U.S. Senator for the state of Kentucky. Had like 8 or 9 kids or something. Tony Perez. I remember Tony. That's a beautiful card. Look at that thing. Nice sharp corners. Nice dead center. Here we go. The Say kid himself, Willie Mays. Orlando Cepeda. Does not get much hobby love at all. A nice card there, too. It's a high number. These are all high numbers. Leo DeRocha, just like the same line as, along the same line as Earl Weaver. What a feisty manager. Lou Brock, Speed Demon. High number. Okay, here we go. Roberto Clemente. Here you go, Lou Rock. At Three Rivers. And like I mentioned before, when little kids, the Army base, all of us want to be Roberto Clemente or Willie Pop Stargell. Rest in peace. What a great man. Great guy. Who would have ever known? Frank Robinson. Hit the longest home run in Memorial Stadium. We're almost at the end. Sparky Anderson. Oh, how young he looks there. Last but not least, almost. Here we go. Dick Williams. Look how young he looks there. What an airbrush. Yankee Stadium. My God, what a hobby. And last but not least, Luis Aparicio. There you go. All right. Well, I hope you enjoyed watching my 1971 run of Topps Hall of Famers. And so, if you like, just leave a thumbs up. Make any comments you like. And thanks again for watching Mike's Mr. October and more.